Theme song.
Stardate 484. The Lotus sits in the black, finishing up the scavenging from the SGS Halcyon, which we absolutely just, I think you could say, bum rushed after we chased it through many a sector. I believe ships in the area are just absolutely afraid of the SCS Lotus, even though it is not yet fully armed. But we do have some new tech here. We have some new tech blocks, and we have a lot of stuff coming over because I have started to disassemble more and more of the Moving On Up. Now, the Moving On Up was a very quickly built ship, just like basically a box, but I'm really proud of it. I was really happy with how it ended up looking, to the point that I feel bad taking it apart and sending everybody away. But you know what is left to do, except for move on. So we're gonna even move the two refugees over, and then we can take apart this room here. Probably just take apart all of the rooms and get all of the necessary components out of here. We also don't need an operations console, I don't think, so that's going to get us a few more tech blocks. So I think that'll let us finish up this area here. Power, come on, use your brain. I guess I don't use it very often, so it's hard. Now we have on the Lotus, we have 10 system points left, and again, that is because we built a very large vessel here. I think we can dismantle that and then move these walls over, because we've done all this work with the oh look, there's even a piece of wall missing, so I think we can actually go like here and straight up. There we go. So that's the new section that we're going to expand this area, because I've also taken the liberty of emptying all of this stuff here, so I think we can get rid of this, although we don't have much storage room on here, so I think it's maybe a good idea to find some more storage in here somewhere. And maybe we need to get rid of this light and put some heat management in here. I'm not sure where else we would do that. Is there a spot like right there? Can we put like a thermo regulator right in the way of the door? Or we could put it right there. No, we can't. I mean, you can't get around. So we could put it there. We can also make this a smaller door. Like the door doesn't need to be so big going into the thing. What would that even look like though? Looks a little too big. But I think getting the temperature down in here might be a good idea. This whole area just gets way too hot way too fast. But as far as storage, I think there's some spots here. So I'm going to put some storage bins here and here, which are like less great to have around. They're a little farther away to get to, but again, we don't have a dedicated sort of storage room unless we, make it this one here. Which I don't know that we really can. Yeah, we don't have dedicated storage facilities on this ship. That's one of the weaknesses of this ship. Among, some might argue many. Now, if I want to move this, let's get all this crap out of here. Let's see where we can... what we could do is we can move this over into this space here. Like something like this. I'm wondering if this should just be... a power fluctuation. Well, what's that all about? I guess, because I guess all the power has to come out of here and then spread out to all these various locations. So that's not ideal. It'd be nice to have some kind of... Are there any twos? There's a 2 here, so we could put a floor node in here and just create a power conduit link. So let's do that. Let's put a floor node in here that creates a power conduit link to this one. So that loop isn't just a dead end. It'll come out from here as well. So why don't we make this a utility closet? And I'm thinking if we could do... Hang on, move this out here for a second. If we could do... Let's get an airlock. I don't think... There's a spacesuit locker here, but they'd have to walk into here, out, and around here. So if there was a fire here, or anywhere in these spaces, they would want to run, and they'd have to run around here. So we could put an airlock for spacesuits. And again, this is a spaceship. So, wait, what if we line it up with this? Hang on. This is going to work, folks. You're going to lose your minds at what's about to happen right now. Then we move this into here. Get ready to lose your minds. We've used almost all the space. Resources in here for life support. There it is, gas scrubber. And a gas scrubber. And an air vent. Boom. Connecting the oxygen into this space here. The gas scrubber will give us a negative comfort debuff in this area here. So it's going to make that even worse. This is not a very comfortable room, though. And we should put some beds in it or something. Like right now, it should just be a barracks, I think. Upon saving and reloading, though, I see that I don't have that weird, warning error in Captain Annie's room. So she now has a dedicated, with her own bathroom, a dedicated office area, meeting area, and the captain's quarters are just absolutely high quality. I love how that turned out. We might leave this as just like a meeting room, the ready room here, where we can kind of go off the main deck. Love all the chairs sitting. This is awesome. We'd just love to see Captain Annie sitting there while commanding this vessel towards victory. This massive hallway space not really being, used to its fullest. I think we got to put a thermal regulator there, unfortunately. It's going to look a little clunky with the double door, which we can get rid of and then even put even more light there. But we'll worry about that in a little bit. Storage is there. Okay, so that's moved a bunch of things out. If we get rid of that and then maybe move that door over, we could turn this into a... what would we want here? So we can move this over. Get that kind of over here. And then we could put an oxygen generator in here. I don't know if we need another one, but we could certainly do something like that. Then we could get a wall. Oh, yeah, the wall will go right there, so that still works. So we could put a vent in here eventually once this wall is... Oh, you know what? We can't do a wall there. Can we do a wall here, though? Or, I mean, a door? We could do a door there, then wall this off. And I believe that's perfect. So that's our locker there. Then this whole area here can now be a new mess hall or an area for more beds. So thankfully, I think it was Istvan, maybe? I can't remember who it was who told us to get out that back hallway. Just get rid of the back hallway. Nobody was going to use it anyway. So this actually works much, much better. So now we have a new area. Now this links to itself. That doesn't really do anything. So I think we can get rid of that. Oh, let's link this guy up here to that, I suppose, for now. Again, not our perfect layout, but we'll get there. So let's dismantle that guy. We don't have to worry about it right now. But now we have a new area to design in this corner of the ship. Probably make it, as comfortable as this one. Maybe not entirely because... Oh, well, hold on a minute. Oh, that's a very small... We could do that. We could make a much smaller, compact space than we have right here. This is not using too little... there's a little bit of lack of space planning there. And that does look quite nice, doesn't it, with a little extra space there. A little mess hall space. Okay, well, let's think about this. That looks really nice. We do like that. So that's this space here. Then we put all the beds in this area. Although, again, it's going to be a comfort issue of, the water collector is -2, -1. So we don't really want beds shoved up in the corner these aren't the most comfortable, sleeping arrangements. Let's get rid of that, though, and let's move that light to there so we can put a double door in here. And then at least make that little kitchen area because I just like how bright it looks. I like how it's a very nice and comforty? You heard me. A comforty looking design in that space. So I definitely want to see that replicated in here as well. Yeah, that's going to look good. But mostly what I think we need to do is continue taking this stuff apart. So let's make sure we're doing this. Get all these soft blocks over here. And what's that going to give me? Some infra blocks. I guess it's about time we start building the... there we go. Start time. You heard me. It's start time. That we start building out our food and setting up the work orders there. So let's go food. Let's build some more of these things. Oh, heavens. That's not the rotate button. My fingers were not placed correctly, and neither were they there. No, they were. Okay, they were. We're good. Now it's incumbent on me to remember how this was laid out. Like this. Like this. And then there's a little bit of space here if we want some more stuff. Well, I guess I remembered. What do you think of that? Looking good there. Okay, so that's a lot of growth. That's a fair amount of growth. Whether or not it keeps up with the needs of my people, that has yet to be discovered. However, we do have a tremendous amount of water. And so I'm not worried about starting to give them a bit better of a diet, make them better fighters, you know. But this room here is very important that we get this right here and start making that look quite nice. I think it's got a little bit of space here. Yeah, okay. So we could put a wall in here. And then what is it? What do we prefer? A wall, a door, and a window, and some lights. Okay, so why don't we put a door in there and some windows right there. Put a door in right there. Hopefully that door connects up okay. So that's going to look nice. And then we can wall this off here and start filling this in with beds and such. And then maybe I'll try to put something here that gives us a comfort boost. Like we could put a jukebox and an arcade machine right here. And then that will give us a comfort boost in that space. And hopefully kind of deal with some of the nastiness, if you will. Now, it will restrict how many beds we can just, shove in there. But, once we get that done, that's going to give us some options here. Now, this, I think we'll do this X2 door. This, I think we're going to go with... I really liked that big couch. Did they do a full... Did they do? Like, me from the past? What did past Peter do? So why don't we do something like that? Then we go food with it. And get an algae dispenser right there. And then we're going to need a window, of course. But if we go one smaller, we could get it, like, lined up over that, which gives us a little bit of room left for a wall light. And yes, we'll have to go with some, we're going to have to go with some floor power nodes and stuff. Okay, see, now that's looking pretty good, but I think they had managed to at least get a jukebox in there. And I don't know why... That is a weird thing I'm doing. I don't know why I keep saying they. It's as though it'll come out later on that this whole thing was I was paying somebody. We could do this to like make these videos or something. Like maybe that's what the expose will be. Turns out I was paying somebody to make all these videos. We could put the jukebox. Yeah, that doesn't really give us anything as far as space management. Space haven management. So we could just put the jukebox here and just have it kind of sticking out a little bit. It's a little clunky. That's a little bit of a clunky design, but, it is what it is. Then in here we've got the jukebox and this, and then maybe we've got wall. Let's, like, move that wall light over or something. And get a few more beds in here, furniture. Because, yes, one thing is certain. We're going to need some more beds. Things are getting a little bit spicy. Let's put that here, then. Oops, in terms of the bedding. I've seen some people lying. Okay, let's just move it to there. We don't need to move it. That's silly. Just dismantle it, and we'll put a light in. So yeah, I've seen some people lying in the cafeteria just on the floor. So I think 2 beds here, that might not work. So we might move this one to that. Yeah, there we go. So they can still get around all of that. And we'll just leave it at that for now. And see if that's looking nice once it's built up. But I do believe that we are done with the SGS Halcyon. There's one water left to get, so we'll bring that over to the Lotus, and then we should move on and find ourselves some more adventure. Oh yeah, let's get some power in here. Of course. Of course, of course. Is there a spot where I could get a wall power node in here? Probably not. I've probably used up all the wall locations, if you will. Yeah, because I want to put a light there. So let's do a floor node. And then a floor node there. We'll just connect those 2 floor nodes together. Now, refugees are complaining. No access to a toilet. Where is my refugee edit permissions? Set refugee area. Oh, I have not set them an area. Whoops. So, again, we'll just have to set them into the prison. Because they can't... we don't have enough space for them to give them a proper refugee area. So the refugees and the prisoners... live and work together. The refugees are allowed to leave, so I think in my mind that makes these people, want to join us more. And then the question is, do we want them to join us? Weapons 2, 66. Surrender minus 25. So Derek, let's try to recruit Derek. He can put him on a shooty team, no problem. William is weapons 2, 60%, minus 5. We could probably just sell him. Now, I am also getting bad environment for a second there. Yeah, what's the bad environment? Oh, it says bad environment, but it's not willing to tell me why. It must be that the CO2 is just... Yeah, the CO2 is just barely eking into the bad territory. So, can I get a gas scrubber? Oh, that looked like it was going to fit for sure, and then I was going to probably lose it. Gas scrubber there? Nope. Okay, so where do we put this gas scrubber? Where's the nearest sort of gas scrubbing abilities? I'm not seeing a gas scrubber really anywhere near here. Okay, well, let's get a vent in here near the oxygen generator so that gets in a little quicker, and then hopefully brings that out. As far as a gas scrubber... It really should fit there. It's not fair that it doesn't fit there. But you know what? It's not my game. I didn't design it. We could just put it right here, which will be a comfort debuff. But let's might as well get a gas scrubber in here. And again, like, I don't know. They are prisoners. So yeah, it's not a very comfortable area to live anyway. Okay, we'll link these up here. So probably there, and then this one to there. There we go. All right, now, as it brightens up, we might even want another light in there. Facility furniture, okay. There we are. Let's do that same wall design that we did in the other one because it looks quite nice. So we'll do this clean wall in here and here. And what was the floor? Let's make sure we copy it with whatever they did. The ethereal they that did that episode. Yeah, it looks kind of nice. And then maybe just a carpet. I'll go brown carpet in here. There we go. Yeah, it looks nice. You know, I like it. Now, we should put some lights in there, maybe. Instead of a window, I guess. Fine, we'll put lights instead of a window. They got a light there, which still doesn't even seem to be bright enough. It's wild how demanding the lighting is in this place. But again, we are just... It is a countdown until we have enough lighting, you know, or the new update that allows us more lighting. So let's get another... I think we can leave those two hull stabilizers where they are, and I think we can get another hull stabilizer. But I guess we need to build it. How did they do that? Why am I saying they? All day today I'm saying they. So let's move it over, I guess. Put it here. So once these get... Oopsies. Once these get built, then the hull stabilizer can go in there. Oh, that one's built already. Okay, so we can put it in. Yeah, perfect. There we go. I'd say this thing is just about complete. We could get something in here. I'm not sure what yet. Maybe just even just a water extractor, although we have that there. So I think the next thing to do is set these up with some either or. Some less than 50, I think, will be the main sort of rule. And so that's these are gonna run for a long time. I don't know if they'll ever, get over that amount. But we're going to put that way at least just to help us kind of save things a little bit. So let's do fruits. If less than 50. Now, I'm thinking there's a kitchen here. There's a kitchen here. Maybe it should just be half and half. They should each of the rooms should be able to grow enough food to sustain itself. So let's make this bed the fruit. This area here is going to be the fruit area. So we'll set all that up. And everybody springs to life. I'll have to make sure that everybody's got a level 3 botany. But as you can see, we've got fruits, then vegetables, and then this is mostly vegetables with a little fruit bonus just for fun. To make some fruity vegetables, why not? Then seeds, all meat, then mostly meat with seeds, and then another thing of seeds. So I think I could optimize that, but we'll just let the simulation do the work for a little bit, and then we can kind of go through and work it a little later. But it is nice to see that the Lotus is now, I would almost say, aside from the 2 weapons we need to build, which I guess we could just plop them in now. So we have an energy turret and an energy turret. So let's put in a missile turret. Yes. What are we dealing with here? Okay, so we'll go like that. 2 missile turrets. So once the missile turret is built, then I will be able to say that this The SCS Lotus is fully operational. But right now I can't do that voice, and I won't until we're done. So let's get the same thing over here. Get these on a produce if less than 50 situation. And then, and honestly, I found the best way to do that is go plant all these, then hit this first one, produce if less than, and as soon as you assign that to 50, all the rest of them are going to be less than 50s. So there you have it. Let's get this all set up then. I've identified that Colleen and Aurelia, maybe Creepy Bridgie, should probably go to the other ship. I think Colleen and definitely Aurelia should head over there because of botany and medical things. And so we're going to do that now because there's even less and less work to do on the moving up. I don't know how much of the moving up we're going to scrap when we're done, but I think with that... whoops, wrong button. If with that done, we can dismantle this bed. Let's dismantle this air vent as things get less and less comfortable around this poor ship. It is definitely a former shell of what she used to be, but man, could she ever truck. She was a pickup truck. It was just all engines back here back in the day. And she could haul. And we will miss her once we eventually move on. But Captain Annie sees fit that we should all be on one massive dreadnought, bringing fear to the galaxy. Stardate 486. We drop out in a sector to grab some Energium, which is it's just quite plentiful here, I would say, and some Hyperium, which I'm sure we can turn around for a tidy profit. We drop out and continue preparing things. One thing I want to start looking at is my linking system here, because right now it all feeds onto this, which is okay. But I know at some point we're going to want to run some like batteries, like what we've got going on here, and make this just a slightly better system. It's nice to know that I have at least a bit of power generation. If the whole thing goes down, I can turn to some power conduits and keep some vital systems alive with the two forward power sections there. That does remind me, though, that I put this wall... Yeah, here we go. Floor node right in here. So we'll link this one up to here and here. But then we're going to go to our range and put that down to a 0 to make a little power conduit just right through here. And that should help with the loopage up there. And then I think what I do need to consider is, like I said, some sort of one-way loop or something of floor nodes going through the hallway, maybe, just so we can get over to these ones. Let's not move any items, please. Cancel. I'm not sure what I even clicked on. So then we could keep this, because, this is decently wired, but it would be nice to have a full run of power into that space. I've been looking, and it doesn't appear that I'm going to be able to switch or move these robots over to the other ship. I might just do an experiment here. So K2 7SR, if we dismantle this, what happens to you? Does K2 become a free agent? Or does K2 simply just power down? If we could convince them over to the other ship, I'm sure that would be nice. But it's no home station. Okay, let's try building one of these stations and see if I can't rehouse one of the robots. So robots, so that would be a logistics robot. So let's just build that, and once it's built, I just want to see if I can just bring K2 over. But I'm just not sure if that's going to be you heard me, I said possible. Cannot raise oxygen levels, so this area is having trouble keeping the oxygen up. CO2 is nominal again, though, thanks to the carbon scrubber. I think we're going to be fine. Ultimately, I think we're producing enough oxygen at various places throughout this ship that shouldn't be a problem. We drop into another system just to grab some carbon and the gold or noble metals. And it is becoming increasingly clear that I don't think we'll be able to move the bots over. We're in a nebula. Okay, so that's going to be a problem for our shields. Nothing that we can't handle, though, but we'll have to keep an eye on our systems. A solar flare is incoming, and our shields are down, so this could be particularly trying for us. I am going to risk it, though, and just get this carbon here before we leave. I don't think it's going to be... I mean, you never know when the solar flare hits. It could be hitting any second now. When you see the robots going over to do logistics, it just makes me sad and makes me wish that I could rehouse them on the Lotus. If not, we're going to have to say goodbye to some truly great bots Okay, let's hit jump, and let's try to get out of here before that solar panel hits. And by solar panel, I, of course, mean solar flare. Waiting for the 2 crafts, 1 craft left behind, and we make it out before the solar flare roasts the innards of our shieldless vessels. We have a little bit to look at here, but nothing much, so let's go 1 sector over into this dead end and head down south to what may eventually become the graveyard of the moving on up. I might ignore this derelict vessel for a second. It seems to be all nebulas in this area, which... Oh, it's all nebulas. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, it looks like we have some enemies to face down and a whole bunch of great stuff. So this is going to be a lovely... Oh, it failed. That's a shame. Although dropping out of warp in a safe system where we could put our shields up probably would have been a good idea because, yeah, this ship doesn't look great. All right. Get ready. Yeah, our shields are fully down. Okay. So what I'm going to do is a full-on crew boarding. So we'll go team 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to bring each team. That's 1, team 2, 3, and 4. And now that we've got that going on, we can go to our tactical menu here, or we'll go into J, and put shields on red alert on both, and turrets on the Lotus on full blast. We might as well go full red alert operations as well on that one. We'll see how many hits we can take and how quickly we need to get over there, because this thing is armed to the teeth. But surely they can't take the absolute barrage of stormtroopers that's about to board them. We shall see. Get ready, because there's some killing to do, fellas. Fellas and ladies. Scroats, with not very much stamina, I guess he was asleep or something, or about to go to sleep, finally gets on board the last ship. There is a fire that's breaking out on the Lotus somewhere. I don't know where that is. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to close the vents, unfortunately, to the medical bay, so that's... Actually, we can just close the vent to here, too. So we'll close the vent to that room. That's going to be destroyed, let's be honest. And we are taking an absolute shellacking. We pause briefly to link up this solar panel. We're taking an absolute shellacking in our shields over here because, well, or rather, we didn't have our shields up at all. They are working their darndest to get our shields back up. And the SCS Lotus continues to take the brunt of the fire, although it seems to have moved on now to the moving on up. That is okay. Not that we ever want to see her... We're going to decline. Not that we ever want to see her destroyed this way. However... another fire on the moving on up. Now, that could be very bad. That could be really bad. What got destroyed? Oh, a light got destroyed. Okay. That could be very bad because there's just not very many people on board that ship. But our... Okay, let's move this team in a little bit faster then. And let's dock these boys. Okay, things are not going too great for us over here. We're just about to lose. We lost to Joaquin. And they seem to have given up. There's an absolute bloody battle here. The captain's team has fared much better and decides to take no prisoners. Alexandra is next. And her backup arrives. Meanwhile, the fight on this side of the deck is not going nearly as well. But the Lotus is taking way too many hits, so we need to move forward as fast as possible. So we head over to the captain's, to the command deck here, and get ourselves into a bit of a firefight. We're going to try to get around this corner so we can get a better shot on them. But it looks like somebody... Okay, that's good here. Move out here. Great work. And make sure Philip does not survive. In the meantime, teams 3 and 4... Oh, where are you guys going? No, you guys go here. I said make sure that Philip does not survive. Thank you. Philip is sent to his demise. Teams 3 and 4 come in here to take a look. It is a shame that we lost Joaquin, but that is what happens in war. Lyson moves forward to accept the surrender, and the rest of the teams move on. That was a quick and deadly fight, and we did suffer at least one casualty and maybe some injuries that we're going to have to deal with. But let's take them prisoner and take their ship prisoner as well, because I'm sure that this ship is going to have some good hauls on it. we'll take a couple of you and split you guys that way. Lyson, what are we dealing with here? Lynn has... Is it worth it, you know, to keep them alive? Health 65. Okay, so Josh was not doing so great, but he decides to fight back all of a sudden, says Lyson in her report. Unfortunately, he had to be dealt with. He tried to take over one of my crew members, as far as the report I read, and that just can't be stood for. All right, continue exploring the vessel, please. You guys continue exploring the vessel. Dencarion seems to have been panicking or something. Is that my Dencarion? Yeah, okay. Well, he's back now. Over here, Cassia 2, and let's bring Kathy up here as well. Oh, Gabby's got to go. Okay, you two get on this vessel right now and go get yourselves healed. Gabby needs medical attention. Now, over here in this absolute bloodbath, Vaughn and Kathy converge. Looks like Celilian is not useful to our purposes, so she will be more useful as food. These two fought valiantly, Kathy and Vaughn decide. And so, no, don't pick up the vessel. Just go board it. They fought valiantly, and so they get to survive, at least until they meet justice later on. So we're going to undraft that vessel, and we're going to undraft this vessel and let it go home. Actually, we'll undraft all the vessels and continue exploring this ship that we have just recently taken. I'll grab one of you. Just one, please. Thank you. Go over there and explore that room, and then you, Frank, go and explore that room. Now, Scroats is having... Oh, he's fine, though. Scroats is fine. All right. What's it is done, so we're going to undraft everybody. And let's... Oh, I guess... Okay, Miles, if you can stick around here and just go and free the slaves. So we will find them a home, because we are no slave keepers. We may be turning a bit evil, but we certainly aren't... No, let's not do that. Free slaves and make them refugees. Perfect. Welcome aboard as refugees. Yeah. We're a different type of evil, I guess is what I'm getting at. It looks like Jin is the only slave that either was around or survived. And here... Oh, it looks like Joaquin fell forward and his face just splattered. So I think Joaquin... I think we need a new member to join Fire Team... 3. Fire Team 3 is missing somebody. And I believe that we had... Oh, heavens. Okay. Oh, boy. Creepy Bridgie was a weapon skill of 3, accuracy of 61, which would be a lot higher, and a good surrender rating. So let's actually add her to Team 3. I wonder if she actually has a weapon on her. She's got a shotgun, so I think she'll make a good Team 3. And we're actually going to move her over and house her on that ship. And going to keep her work schedule open up just for a little bit, just so we can get some folks over here and help kind of repair the place so that we can continue taking it apart, but at least in a leisurely way, not like this. This is not the way that we're going to want to deal with this ship. The hull from the SGS, is this the Darkhawk? Which one is this? The Darkhawk, yeah. The hull from the Darkhawk is, you know what? Let's just say it's impressive. I'm not going to take Joaquin so that we can just leave his body and hopefully try to deal with it in a different way and give him a proper send-off. We have 4 super blocks even. Like, I mean, this hull is absolutely, it is a thing of awe. Let's also get the energy scrap and the soft and infra while we are there to free up any energy blocks and water that might be trapped within these devices. Oh, who's been drafted forever? Marie, you did great work, but sorry to have you drafted for so long. Let's get you out of there. Well, it would appear that my exploits have not gone unnoticed, as a slaver's ship and a pirate ship are both heading into this sector. I haven't even gotten a chance to start mining this stuff because of how spicy everything has become. Now, Creepy Bridgie, are you on board? Okay, good. We need to maybe go through this, see who's on our teams, and make sure they're all back. I think what I'll do is prepare to hyper jump, and that's going to bring everybody back onto our ship. We can finish stripping this of all its goods later on. Did we not get the... Those look like energy things. Did we not get all the energy? Was that not requested to be scrapped? I'm not sure. Look, at any rate, we have a lot of stuff left to get off of that ship, but not a lot of time to prepare for the enemy arrivals. So what I would like to do is get everybody back on their own ships and hopefully get some staminas up and running because we only have 4 hours left until we're facing down against 2 ships at the same time. With any luck, they're maybe going to be at war with each other. I don't know. At any rate, we just need you guys. We absolutely need you guys to get off this vessel. 1, 2. Yeah, team 2. So you're definitely going to have to... You're going to be drafted actually right now and brought over to here. I don't know why they aren't ignoring the go back to their ship order. But here's what we're going to do. Unfortunately, you guys are going to be here. We're going to... Okay, it's preparing to jump. So let's actually draft this and dock it over here. No, let's dock it in the center. And let's draft that vessel and draft this vessel. We don't want any ships being called right now. We only have an hour to get ready. Now, is anybody left on here that's on a shooting team? Ah, Nisman. Nisman, you absolute fool. Draft, come over here. All right, let's dock you here and pick up Nisman. We only have 1 hour left. Okay, so that's Nisman's team is being really annoying. Team 1 is going to draft and board. Team 2 must be Nisman's team. I don't know. Team 3 here. No, that's Team 3 is Nisman and Gabby. So wait, hang on here. Tanya's in there from Team 2. Okay, Team 3. So Team 4 at least is ready to go. I would like to think. So head you guys over here, down to this section here. So Team 1, 2, 3. Let's draft y'all, at least. So you're drafted, and bring Team 3 over to here. Once you get a second. And then, of course, Tanya and Nisman. Oh, no, this did not work out very well for us. Okay, let's get our shields on. Yes, thank you. Shields on red alert. Turrets on red alert. Navigation. And let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, these ships are very large. I think it would be nice to get somebody on... Let's turn the jump drive off and have nobody on navigation for now. Let's get somebody on operations on the Lotus and sue for peace real quick here. So we're going to do a little bit of cheese action. So you get on board there. We do have some shielding, so that will help. Okay, you just gotta go dark there. Okay, Team 4, are you all here? Get on board. All right, Team 1 almost ready. Took you a while though, didn't it? Who's firing on us? Okay, Team 1 is ready to go. So let's head on over. Oh, heavens, this is going to be bad. Okay, who can we get a ceasefire with first? They're both armed to the teeth. Let's go with this. Let's go to the pirate ship first. I guess we could do double duty, couldn't we? So Team 4. Who are we missing on Team 4? Oh, no. One more Team 4 member. That's frustrating. Okay, so you're going to join the captain's team and try to take the pirate ship. The rest of you, I need you to board. So you're Nisman. What team is Nisman? That's Team 2. Why is Team 2 so weirdly... Oh, the grouping is very frustrating to work with here. So this ship is going to collect the rest of these absolute fools. Samantha, we're going to undraft you so you can at least sort your life out. I just wish Gerard Butler and I wish the rest of them, like, you know, listened to me when I was asking for them to do things. Okay, so we've got those teams going in. Oh my goodness! A changing of the fortunes. Oh, and the changing of the fortunes back. Okay, who seems to care about me the most? I think we've got to go for this ship because it looks like they're about to be knee-deep in a boarding action. Shields are holding steady. And our team members, Team 2, is now draftable, so we'll bring them over. I tell ya. And then Samantha's over here just ruining everything for the rest of us. Get back here, Samantha. There needs to be a recall all troops button. Okay, okay, they've traded. But they're about to be locked in combat, so we're going to join this team. And then maybe we're going to hail the pirates and ask for a ceasefire. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we're going to let them deal with the attack that they're under, and we're going to bring up over here. There's a fire on the moving on up. The Lotus, meanwhile, I don't even check. Yeah, we do have turrets that could have been firing this whole time, but I don't want to now because I don't want to scare them off. You can kind of see the battle that's going on under here, and that's working out very well for us. We do need to be careful that they don't wreck this ship, though. Okay, what else do we have? We have a full complement of troops almost on board here. We have Samantha taking her sweet time getting back here. Is Gerard Butler on that shooting team? I'm sure that Team 4 doesn't have Gerard Butler on it anymore. But I can't tell now. I have no idea who's on that team anymore. So let's go ahead and board right here. Bring this ship in to help. Shields are holding steady. The fire on the Lotus is raging out of control. Okay, that's good to know. They've got their suits on, and they are steadily putting it out, but it is venting oxygen into this room. Let's close this vent here. And let's close these vents. And try to put a tourniquet on this wound here. I don't know if Demonius... You got to be careful. I don't know if you can handle this thing. The moving on up is absolutely being destroyed. The moving on up might be destroyed. That's one thing that we're not ready for. Okay, let's board and let us show absolutely no mercy. Team 1, careful. Get a good shot on Alfred and then remove him from being alive. There we are. Alfred certainly doesn't like that. There we are. Teach Alfred not to attack our ship that way in the future. Team 1, move forward, but carefully. Who do we have coming back? Nobody on there. I don't know if their team survived at all, but now the pirates are back in action. So this is team... What is this? I don't know who this is, so we're going to have to select them every time. And do we have another group of troops? Almost. Good. Okay, let's bring you up here, and let's have you dock. Now, you guys might need to get on some suits. Let's get you some suits, because at some point, this vessel will be destroyed. Oh, heavens. We open fire on Nathan and Evelyn and Deanna. Good. They have surrendered to us, but I'm not sure if they're going to keep just wasting this vessel. You know what I think we need to do is head on over to this vessel in an attempt to kind of maintain status quo over this thing. So let's go ahead and remove this crew from existence. And, oh, have they stopped firing? Okay, good. No, they're still firing. Okay. Okay, what can we do here? Let's bring another vessel and dock it. And we're kind of trying to keep... It'd be nice if we could take this vessel prisoner and claim it as a thing, but also save the slaves that are on board. Decline, take all of them prisoners, leave their ship derelict. A pity we couldn't reach a deal today. I agree. 'Tis a pity. 'Tis certainly a pity, but there's not much we can do about that. Now, Nathan, I need you to go... Okay, let's see. Team 1, you guys stick around. Team, whatever team you are, because I can't tell anymore. You're going to have to go and get ready to help over here. Hopefully there's been some deaths that will allow us an easier overtaking of this vessel. Kathy, go and explore. Okay, Team 1, you get on here. Oh, no, the Lazarine has been destroyed. That slave is going to have problems soon. Okay, you guys take off here and come and join that. Ceasefire isn't going to last forever. And it isn't going to last forever by our doing, of course. Okay, now, okay, Kathy, can you explore the rest of this ship? Go find that slave. You're going to need these people to follow you. All right, you're going to need this person to follow you as well. Okay, good work. Kathy, where did that slave go? All right, so now you guys are going to get on this vessel. Scroots, I want you to go and explore the rest of the ship. In the meantime, we have a boarding party here of 2 full complements to take the pirates on. Hopefully that's enough, because there's just chaos back at home. I don't even know if any teams... Do we even have a shooting team available? Like, where is Dr. Aura? Oh, just never mind. I'm not even going to worry about it right now. Okay, let's bring these people here. Keep looking for that slave and see if we can save them. These people are going to be fine on there for a bit. I would love to save that slave from the slavery they were slaving away in. Okay. Can't find them yet. Scroats, you keep scanning the ship so we can take her and all her winnings. And in the meantime, let's start the old firefight with the pirates. Let's see who's left after that attack that they just took. They probably have some prisoners in here. Okay, I hear their weapons firing again. Bakar. Hunor. Brandon. Okay, there's quite a few of them. This could be bad. So let's get into a better spot here. Lyson. You don't want Lyson to take too many hits. I do like Lyson. Team 2 blasts out. There we go. Okay, yeah, that was my fault. Okay, so I think we need to get to the... Before the Lotus is fully destroyed, we're going to need to get to that. Okay, there's Nicole. So, Scroats, I want you to go and save Nicole, and then get Nicole on board that vessel. In the meantime, let's bring... Do I have any other free vessels? Let's draft you and bring you up here and dock you over there. Okay, so then let's Okay, hang on. Are you friendly? Could you please help? Yes, let's free all slaves and make them refugees. Goodbye. Great. Let's just undraft you. And Scroats, I want you to head over here. Maybe Nicole. Nicole's getting a ride. Perfect. Okay, my plan is working. In the meantime, we got to spike the guns of this ship. This is usually where there's a bloodbath, right here. No bloodbath so far. No engines spooling up. And here they all are. So let's get into some firing positions and teach them that it is not okay to create smoking ruins on board the Lotus. Okay, over here, speaking of, let's get this repaired. Let's get the hull breaches. They must be being repaired. Owen and Demonius don't seem to care too much about what's going on. What are they looking for? Are they looking for O2? We have spacesuits over here. Haley. Okay, let's turn off red alert on everything so we can get Haley back in the fight. The fight to save this vessel. I'm not sure what the plan is here. They're both gonna... Oh, they're just doing logistics. What the heck's wrong with you guys? Don't do logistics, you absolute fools. Seal the holes in the ship. I can't believe they started doing logistics. Okay, Kaylee, go and repair that one. Okay. In the meantime... okay, this has been dealt with. Good. Okay, let's make sure that Chase knows that it is not okay to take over our ship. And... Oh, we can't accept their surrender. That means there are a few people still wandering around here. There, Shen. Shen has not learned that she needs to give up early. Great. All right. Team 2 is going to go and accept this person's surrender while Team 1 deals with this person here. There we are. We're now talking to the Pirate Coalition. We're going to be taking you all prisoners this day. Thank you very much. This has gone on long enough. Yes, goodbye. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. You got her. You got her. Now, I'm seeing some bleeding. Somebody is actively bleeding. I think that's Lyson here. So, Lyson, let's get you back on board this vessel. And, yeah, don't worry about those prisoners yet. We'll deal with them in a second. Miles and Captain Annie. Okay, you guys keep exploring here. You guys go and explore the tail, the front section of this vessel. There we are. You guys go explore the back section. All these prisoners we'll deal with later, but right now we just need to get Lyson back some medical aid here. So let's dock this guy here and keep working on that. In the meantime, Scroats, you get on board there because I don't want you to die, and I was kind of not paying attention to you. Undraft that vessel. And Kathy, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Kathy, go get some O2. How much O2 do we have in this thing? A lot of O2. So we need to go save Kathy. And then we'll undock her. In the meantime, what is happening over here? Haley's got some oxygen in her, but she's had a crisis of the heart. Demonius, okay, they just seem to still not feel like doing anything. Owen, that panel doesn't need to be operated right now. Can you please patch the holes? Oh, that's fine. Set fire to the hole. Okay, okay, okay. Owen, get back over here. Owen, you are... I think I need to... honestly, I need to downgrade Owen. I don't think he should be permitted. Okay, yeah, Haley's got low stamina, but I think she can repair this and get some power back up to the oxygen generator. Nope, didn't quite do it. She failed. She failed in her task. Demonius, anybody? Owen, for the love of God, stop operating the shield. Okay, I understand. He's trying to get the shields back up. That's fine. I understand. Okay, you guys keep exploring this ship. Things got very spicy here. There we are, explored. Okay, Frank, go and select all, get all those folks to follow you before they die. We'll undraft you guys so you can start dismantling things. So let's get the energy scrap and that stuff, and let's not transfer any of it over, of course. Let's do the tech scrap as well. Expedite that. And what do we have? A very, very nice haul. And no deaths this time. Oh, that became... Okay, let's get that to the Lotus, though. That became a double whammy of destruction. Actually, a triple whammy. This became a veritable a boneyard very quickly in very, very short order. So let's get rid of all those things. Insufficient oxygen levels for Kathy. Kathy's no O2 here? Yeah, there you go. Okay, now let's undraft you. Now that you have some O2, you will be fine. You can start packing up some things or something. And let's do our salvage here as well. Let's not transfer it over. We just don't need all that crap. And let's see what we got. Captain Annie is by herself on this vessel. Tanya's off in the distance collecting some things. And she thinks about all of the prisoners that we are steadily bringing back to the Lotus. There is simply going to be no room for them all, and this thing is going to become an absolute mess. She cocks and loads her shotgun and heads over. Alice comes and whispers in her ear, and so does Tura. They are whispering the names of their family that they abandoned to try to make a go of it out here in space, and they mention that they are just pirates. They weren't slavers. They're not doing slave stuff. She feels bad. She decides that they will live this day. All because they came out and whispered. Okay, we need a vessel that's empty. I have no empty vessels at this time. Wait, what's this vessel up to? It's loading prisoners. Okay, let's dock you back home so you can empty those prisoners. And then I'm going to take you and help ferry some other prisoners back, I think. There we are. So let's empty you, draft you, and bring you over. Okay, fine. You can dock there. Captain Annie, ever the pacifist, decides to keep some of these people with her. And of course, you know, we all know she is no pacifist, but this day she is. So she has 3 prisoners following her. That's not bad, so we'll do that over here. This vessel is empty, so I'm actually going to draft it and dock it over here. I'm going to have Dan Carrion get drafted and grab these prisoners here. Come on out. Thank you. Okay, grab that one. Come on out. Thank you. And then grab this one. Come on out. Thank you. Okay. So let's get you on board there. Captain Annie brings these 3 on board. I swear, she almost composted them. She almost composted them, but, you know, I guess we'll just have them see justice, or maybe we'll recruit them and just see how many vagabonds this vessel can actually feed. Aboard the Dark Hawk, there is nothing left, except for, while some of the crew was over there doing some investigating about our death of Joaquin. They found a note that he stuffed into his back pocket, his last will and testament. He wanted to be left where he fell, because that is where he felt he would be the most happy, in combat. Hoping, of course, that he died in combat. I think it was a letter that he must have written any time he was going on a particularly dangerous mission. And so we leave Joaquin in his coffin, the Dark Hawk. Nisman here just hanging out, not doing anything. Classic Nisman. But yes, if only I could move him. I wonder if I could. Is there a way to move? Yeah, you can't move stuff around that's on a derelict vessel, but it'd be nice to at least put him here where there's some light on his face. But no, he will lie here and serve as a warning to all who cross the Lotus, and as a monument to his greatness. He lies in a pool of him and his enemy's blood. Truly a warrior for all ages. Well, this episode turned quite spicy, and I would say we almost have a fully operational SCS Lotus, but I'll tell you what, we do have a fully of the Lotus. We have a fully stocked with prisoners Lotus. This is causing... Oh, crew members drafted for a long time. What's that all about? Okay, Marie, you're undrafted. And Miles, you're undrafted. There we go. Sorry about that. This is going to cause some issues with its, whether it be fighting or feeding them, or just any amount of just trying to deal with these people. So we're going to try to recruit some of them, yes, but we're also going to seek out the military as soon as possible. Some civilians are on their way in now. Maybe we can trade. Oh no, they're passing by. We're gonna have to find those immediately because this is going to be a lot of mouths to feed. And worst case scenario, they're going to start dying, and then we'll have to compost them. The best case scenario is that they see justice rather than the inside of a compost facility. But of course, all the slaves they used to hold are now also holed up in the same spot. So the next episode of Space Haven is going to be quite spicy as we deal with all these fools. I hope you found this one to be some truly solid content, as things got very out of control very fast, but we seem to manage it okay. I just need to make sure that everything gets transferred over now. And the Lotus, the moving on up rather, which... Oh man, everything is just damaged. She almost completely faltered and failed, but she limps along still, under the very poor captainship of Captain Owen. But hey, what are you going to do? He's getting a meal. Meanwhile, one of the main power conduits is destroyed. What are you going to do? He knows this ship isn't long for this world. In fact, we could probably dismantle this thing and start dismantling even more stuff, like maybe some outlying power that we don't need. At any rate, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all in the next just as exciting, possibly, episode of the FCS Lotus and Space Haven.